What's up, everyone? This is the Raw Truth coming back with part 4. This is just too. It's funny, but it's also sad. It's funny because like I always say, folks, what we have to do is we have to research everything that they are in. We have to learn to become unbiased investigators. That's how you discover the truth and discover what someone really is. Well, let me finish this article out. And it says, as a prosecutor, Harris had the power to stand on the side of justice for the accused, and she repeatedly declined to take that stance. Instead, she routinely relied on things like legal technicalities in the attempt to uphold convictions that most people would be concerned have been. Wow. Somebody does something routinely, folks. It's like habitual. Somebody keep lying, you're going to call them a habitual liar or routinely liar. That's what she routinely does. She was never on the side of justice. She was always on the side of injustice. That's what this is saying. Like legal technicality in an attempt to uphold convictions for most people will be concerned that have been handed out wrongfully. This is not progressive. This is draconian. In fact, it seems that sometimes the only thing that would get her to take the sides of the accused, no matter how much the actual evidence may have pointed to their innocence, was when pressure from the public threatened to damage her reputation if she didn't. Remind me of that Amber Geiger, that police officer who shot that guy, and how a black woman mayor didn't want to do shit until the public forced her. Understand something, and that's something too. We do have some power. I know they like to say that we don't have power, but we do have some power. Because we have to force them. It's a goddamn shame. We have to. Oh my fucking gosh. So the only time, like I said before, the only time this bitch will ever stand for you, black man, is she has to be pressured into doing it. And if you have to pressure somebody into doing somebody, that person never had it in his or her heart to do that in the first fucking place. This article is telling on her. Like I said, she fucked up a few white men. That's why this article, I believe, is out. Now, if it's out for any other thing, I apologize. But it seems to me that when white people complain about black women fucking up, it's only because that black woman fucked a couple white men up. One thing I know is when you go against white supremacy, they will fight back. The only time we can do it is if we have to have a video go viral. Plant that seed, motherfuckers. Plant that seed. I want everybody to get this message out. We have to have things to go viral in order for us to get some justice. But before we even think about getting justice from this system that oppresses us, from this system that hates us, we have to make sure that we handle justice in our own community. We have to do that. I'm telling you, and it cannot be biased. I don't give a fuck if it's from a man living underneath a bridge who was homeless to a man who was multi-millionaire or a multi-billionaire. I don't give a fuck of the circumstances. The thing that I care about is justice. We shouldn't have any millionaire man or woman oppressing any man or woman living underneath a bridge. Neither will we have any man or woman living underneath the bridge making up lies to get something of that man and woman who is a millionaire. We cannot afford to be fucking biased. Let's stop this shit. This article is telling us how we can. This article is telling us how we can receive justice. This article is telling us this. This article really is told us how we could receive justice like crazy. So it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny how it's kind of funny how when you look at it in this sense, oh crap, I hit a button and I lost the fucking article. Ah shit. Lost the fucking article. Golly. Haha. Let me see if I can get it back. Hold on 1 second. Let me see if I can get it back. Terrible lawyer. Oh, gosh. I hate that. I hit a button and it did something. And it did something and took that article away from me. Let me see. Can I get it back? Can I get it back? Okay. I got it back. I got it back. I got it back. I gotta make sure it loads sometime. There you go. I'm glad I got it back. I'm glad I got it back, baby. I'm glad I got it back, baby. Okay. Alright. Let me finish this off. And it says, the last paragraph, it says, to be fair, Harris wasn't all bad, as Bazolin notes. She did do some positive things for criminal justice reform, such as starting a program that allowed first-time nonviolent offenders to have their charges dismissed if they went through vocational training. Her mistakes, however, are far too numerous to ignore. If she wants to gain the support of people who have progressive views on criminal justice reform, she would have to address these past mistakes and, if need to, do what she can to rectify them. And I also want you to understand too, Kamala Harris is a fucking criminal. By default, by logic, when you fuck up somebody's life, what she did is no different than a drug dealer. What she did is no different than a person who robs and steals, rape, rob, steal, murder. Because she robbed people of their integrity. She robbed people of her of getting justice. She robbed people of a DNA test that will clear them. She murdered people's freedom, giving them felonies when they need not to. She raped people of decades behind bars and shit. She did a whole lot of shit. So Kamala Harris is a fucking criminal herself. If you can't rape, rob, and murder, going in somebody's house and shit like that, then what's another good way of rape, robbing, and murder? Using the law enforcement or using the bench, you know, putting innocent people behind bars and shit. So she's no fucking different than the criminals she prosecuted. But I want y'all all to understand something too. That defense attorneys and prosecutors, they do work together. You know, you have to be totally innocent to be taken off. Or if you come with a whole lot of money. then you could be taken off. It's a shame too that I watched several cases on forensic files and shit like that, where a man who was a multi-millionaire like crazy was able to hire the best defense ever and get off. And it was said in those shows that if you're poor, you can't afford that, and how many people that are sitting in prison because they couldn't afford a defense like that. But I want you to check back at that meme. Look right at that fucking meme again. I need you to understand. Look at that meme. Think I'm playing? These motherfuckers absolutely control your presidents or anybody. As a matter of fact, these motherfuckers right here, so-called Jews, they run everything. They decide who goes in or who is not. They decide who's the candidate. And whoever candidate, and I want you to understand the process too. Let me speak clear, be very, very clear with y'all. If I know Tom and Michelle are Satanists and have my agenda by hand, then I will take Tom and Michelle and put them as a candidate to run for president. Because both of them will what? Will wind up doing my bidding or sticking to the script that I gave them to do. You as a community, you as people who are so-called voters are voting for people that we put in front of you. You didn't put them people in front of you. Pull yourself right now. Go ahead. Pull your fucking self right now. If you could have anybody being president of the United States, I guarantee damn well to you, y'all will have a different name in your mind. So it lets you know that these people right here actually absolutely control. As a matter of fact, when JFK, remember, see that meme? When JFK wanted to cut them out of controlling our money and wanting to produce greenbacks and shit to pay our debt off, see what happened to JFK. I need you to understand some shit. They decide who gets in this candidacy. You just too dumb and stupid to realize that your vote will never count. Yes, it is. I went out and I pushed down this lever and I pushed this button and shit like that, and I voted for this person. You voted for the people they told you to vote for. You don't vote for the people who you think is credible, because none of them is credible. None of them whatsoever. JFK got out of line. What the fuck they do to him? Let you know your black woman is not in control. And that goes back to what the raw truth has always said. Anybody, black woman, black man, brown woman, brown man, in these fraternities and the sororities and the boule who are Freemason, the white supremacy owns them anyway. So how can you be your own fucking individual holding the office when you bow to somebody in secret? Let me know how y'all feel about this shit. Because to me, the white man found this perfect bitch. Because if you go back, look at her husband. Her husband's a so-called Jew. That's why it's hard digging up evidence on him or digging up shit on him. I tried like a motherfucker. It was easy for me to find Kamala Harris linked right back to the Links Incorporated, or the Boule links, the female Boule, the sororities. It was easy for me to find that shit, but I couldn't find it on her husband because her husband's a so-called Jew. So Kamala Harris does not represent us whatsoever. Barack Obama didn't represent us. And I want to make a statement before I end this shit. If these white men, white supremacy, who is in charge of everything, props up a black man, props up a black woman, please understand, it's never for our good. It's for our detriment. It's for our demise. It's for our destruction. Because you know what these same white men, these white people, satanic white elite, white supremacists, you know who they won't put on TV? Is a brother like me who will tell the truth and absolutely be about his people and prove it. Till then, let me know how you feel about this. You know, leave a comment. I want you, anybody, to share this out. Share all of my videos. Get these videos out. It's not just for views. I want my videos out so a lot of people could see it, so we can start putting pressures on the system who does us wrong. But before we do that, let's make sure we don't do each other wrong. Love you, people. Power to the people. So let me know how y'all feel. Leave your comments. Your hate messages. Thumbs up. Thumbs down. Don't matter. But until then, I'm the raw truth. Fuck you. Now I'm out.